Good morning, ultimate hustlers and digital empire builders. It is that time for the Cortez Hustle Show. And today we're talking online presence matters for your business. This is part one of a two-part series. We're going to give you 16 ways to improve or build your online presence, plus the tools that you need to execute. Yes, you need to be focused on developing and maintaining an online presence. I'm going to talk to you all about how to do it today. So do me a favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand, and smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen, and let's kick it. Yo, what's up, ultimate hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite entrepreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Black Bear Success Mastermind Studios right here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you're not familiar with the Black Bear Success Mastermind, it is all about helping you either start a business, grow an existing business, or network and connect and support other Black-owned businesses. Text the keyword mastermind at 314-866-4053 if you like your invitation to join. We're talking about the importance of developing a powerful online presence for your business. I don't care what business you're in, having an online presence is critically important. Who here can admit that they don't have a strong online presence? Is that something that you need to work on? Comment in the chat if you know you need to work on your building up a better online presence. We're going to talk about 16 ways to do that so that you can excel in business. You're not scaling a business without a strong online presence. Before we get into that, though, a couple quick announcements. Those of you know that I have a brand new show coming out in January called the Black Bear Success Show, and it's on Roku via the Unheard TV network. And guess what? They are looking for more talent. So if you have talent and you want to connect with my good friends over at Unheard, send an email to admin@unheardtv.com so that you can register for their upcoming in-person pitch party. This is where you sit in a room full of their executives and you tell them about your show, your idea, and how you plan to execute and what you're going to bring to the table to make this show a dynamic show, whether it is a talk show, a comedy show, a series. They do all kinds of stuff on the network. So if you have talent and you're in the St. Louis metro area and you want to pitch your idea for a show to the network, all you got to do is send an email to admin@unheardtv.com and let them know that Cortez Hustle sent you. Also, the Black Bear Success app is continuing to evolve. And if you don't know what that is, it is a sales and marketing platform. It is literally like you having your own admin team and sales team combined into one platform with all the automation that you could use. And if you decide to build a website or bring your website over to the Black Bear Success app, you get tons of free coaching, training. I mean, it is just an amazing platform to build on. Text keyword BLACK to 314-866-4053. If you need a new website, you need your website updated, and I'll tell you, if you got a website older than a year, chances are it's out of date, right? So text the word BLACK to 314-866-4053 to learn how you can see a free demo of our amazing app. You guys know how we do on the Cortez Hustle Show. We're about to talk about 16 ways, or at least we're going to get through half of them today. 16 ways to build a more powerful presence online. And before we do that, we start every show with the quote of the day. And today's quote says this: riches do not respond to wishes. They respond only to definite plans backed by definite desire through constant persistence. Let me know, drop a one in a comment if you agree with today's quote of the day. Riches do not respond to wishes. You can't wish your way to wealth, ladies and gentlemen. They respond only to definite plans backed by definite desire through constant persistence. And that, of course, is from the legendary book, Think and Grow Rich, and Napoleon Hill. Drop one in the comments if you think, if you love that quote. If you got your own favorite quote, go ahead and drop that in the comment. And if it's not too long, I'd like to share it with the audience as well. So that is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you, of course, by the Black Bear Success Mastermind. We're building an amazing community of aspiring entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, or people who like to shop with, support, and network with Black-owned businesses. So make sure you text keyword mastermind to 314-866-4053 if you want to join a community such as this. So I don't care what business you are in, right? All businesses, you have to remember these three core elements to any business. Number one, before you can sell anything, service or product, you got to realize that you are in the relationship business. I know I come from the world of network marketing, and that is kind of the quintessential people business, right? That is like, people know that when you're in direct sales, you are definitely in the people business. No, everybody is in the people business. I don't care what business you're in. I don't care what products you sell. Everybody is in the people business, and you have to understand that and make that commitment to, okay, I'm in the people business. I'm in a relationship building business. So I have to make sure that I'm constantly aware when I'm in the presence of people that this is my business. And I'll give you a key. And this isn't a show about winning friends and influencing people, which we probably will do, but I'll give you a key to dominating in relationships, right? Everybody wants to feel felt, right? Everybody. Good morning, Glenda. Welcome to the stream. I see you. One of my regulars is in the building. Glenda, good morning. Love to see you chime in. Tell us the name of your business and your brand again as well, Glenda. Everybody wants to feel felt, including you. That's why you often don't make other people feel felt, because you're trying to feel felt. You're trying to get the attention. You're trying to get the acknowledgement. But I promise you this, when you get good at making everybody else feel felt, then I promise you, you're going to get the attention. You're going to get the accolades. You're going to be the one that everybody wants to be around. Because if I make you feel felt, and that's everybody's core desire, you're not going to be one. You're not going to want to be around anyone else. Glenda, she's a Mary Kay beauty consultant. So just like I know, that being in that industry, you got to have exceptional people skills to dominate, right? So when you make people feel felt, they want to be around you, and you start being attractive. You start developing that magnetic personality. So you got to understand that in business, no matter what business you're in, and I know we're going to get to the 16 ways to build your online presence, but whatever business you're in the relationship business first and foremost. Number two, whatever product or service you sell, whatever business you have, you are a media company. I know, Cortez. What do you mean? I'm a media company. I don't do videos. I don't have a blog. I don't have a podcast. I don't post on social media. That's what I'm telling you. That's probably your problem. Every business is a media company before they are whatever else they sell, right? Glenda is a Mary Kay consultant, but she's a media company before she's a Mary Kay consultant. And when she embraces that, she's going to learn how to use media to get her core message out. And it's not the benefits of the Mary Kay products as her core message. Her core message is why she chose to sell makeup in the first place, right? That's her core message. And when she gets good at using media to communicate that core message and making people feel felt, she's going to attract droves and droves and droves of women and men to her, because we buy makeup and cosmetics for our ladies, right? She's going to attract droves of people to her so that she can then serve them at a higher level. So number one, your relationship business, your relationship company. Number two, you're a media company. And number three, most people hate to hear this. Big Rube, good morning, my brother. Welcome to the stream today. Most people hate to hear this. The third company that you are before you sell anything, you're a tech company. Cortez, what are you talking about? We're a tech company, man. I sell life insurance. If you don't realize that as a life insurance agency or agent, you're a tech company, you are leaving money on the table. Because what do you have to do to sell a policy? In today's coronavirus era, you got to use the technology of Zoom or some sort of video conferencing to make an appointment and have an appointment to do your dime scenario to help people understand how much insurance they need. When they decide to buy from you, chances are you got to send them a contract. How are you going to send it to them? Electronically. That's technology, people. This is why the Black Biz Success app exists. I'm seeing a void, just like with anything else, between the main society and Black people. There is a big gap. There's a big gap in our lack of online presence in comparison to other businesses. And these other businesses are growing and scaling at a rapid pace, and we are missing out. So I want you to understand, we're going to give you 16 ways to build your online presence, but I want to give you this foundational context, though, to understand that you are a relationship company first, a media company second, or second or third. It doesn't matter what the first. You are a relationship company. You got to realize that. Your relationship with your clients, your relationship with your employees, your relationship with your team, your relationship with your vendors, your relationship with your suppliers, all of that comes first. Then you're a media company second and a tech company third. Some people might say you're a tech company second and a media company third, because you need technology to be on these media platforms, right? So that was the semantics, but understand that you're those three things. Then, Glenda, you are a Mary Kay consultant. You're a beauty consultant, right? Then, Big Rube, you are a salesman of whatever it is that you sell. Drop the name of your business under your brand as well, Big Rube, right? So that is what you got to understand. Now, what are 16 ways to increase your online presence if you already have one, or to start to build one, right? Let me know. Glenda, do you need a bigger online presence? Big Rube, do you need a bigger online presence? Can you admit that to yourself? Man, my online presence isn't as big or as robust as it could be. I don't focus a whole lot on building my online presence. That's okay. That's why we're here, right? That's why we're here, right? Simple over easy is big rib. Big Rube. I love that. Simple over easy, right? So today's article reference is, let me put that in the chat for you guys. This is something that I found on HubSpot, and I was like, man, this is some good stuff. I got to share this with my folks, man. Glenda says, yes, I do need a bigger online presence, right? And I've got a project out, Glenda, if you like. It's called Personal Branding 365. It's specifically for direct sellers and those who are in personal solopreneur type businesses. You're going to love that. I'm putting the finishing touches on it this week, so to be released next week, right before Christmas. I think you're going to love that. It's going to help you with your personal brand and your online presence. But this article is written by Rebecca Riserboto. I'm probably butchering the name. But she says 16 ways to build your online presence. She goes through a story about her buyer's journey. The other day, I was trying to find the perfect dress pants, yoga pants, because I wanted comfortable, professional clothing option. When I searched for dress pant, yoga pants on Google, I found the brand Beta Brand. Amazingly, the company dominated the top 4 searches. When somebody searched for not their company name, somebody searched for dress pant, yoga pants. The top 4 searches on Google was this company. The first 2 results were their website. The third was their Amazon page, and the fourth was a review of their product. See how that put an impression in this woman's mind, that they have got to be the best dress pant, yoga pants company, because Google puts them in the top 4 slots, right? That's what I mean by the importance of your online presence. Decided I wanted to look further. I researched for Beta Brand on Google and found their social media pages, a Wikipedia page, their website, their Amazon store, and a ton of reviews. What is your presence like online when somebody searches either your name, your company name, a product that you have? What's coming up in these search results, right? Critically important. And she says, my buyer's journey is not unique. In fact, according to Adaptive Marketing, 97% of consumers use the internet to find a business, whether they're using social media or they're using search, Google and YouTube. 97% of consumers are using the internet. Glenda, how cool would it be when somebody searches Mary Kay rep near me, your name pops up in your local community? We can make that happen for you. The Black Bear Success app is not just a software. We're a full service digital marketing company. We can help you with all of this stuff, right? So let's jump into the list. Number 1 way to build an online presence. One of the top ways to build your online presence is to create and grow an email list. An email list will enable you to engage with current and potential customers on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. In fact, there is a saying in our community of digital marketing, this online world, these agencies who provide the services for people who are looking to get online. If you are not building a list, you are not building a business. Case in point, this is my favorite case study, right? 10 years ago now, Facebook bought Instagram. And Instagram just recently crossed 2 billion daily users on that platform. Facebook bought Instagram a little over 10 years ago, right? Now, you're not going to tell me that the developers at Facebook could not have built the exact same technology on the Facebook platform that Instagram was using. It's code. Okay, they have a sharing app. They share pictures, and so why did they pay over $1 billion for Instagram if they could have just built an Instagram probably in a weekend, right? The reason is because Instagram had 100 million users. So they didn't really buy Instagram's technology as much as they bought Instagram's list. The list of registered and active users is what they really bought from Instagram. Because they realized that Instagram has a couple 100 million users that are not actively on Facebook. So they was like, we could build an app and then try to recruit those people over from Instagram to our platform, or we could just buy their list and now we can market to their list and our list. So building an email list is critically important, ladies and gentlemen, in your business journey. Glenda, in the direct sales area, I would say to you, make sure you find a way to capture people's names and email addresses before they go and buy from Mary Kay. Because when it comes to direct sales, while we love those companies, they have great products and services. When somebody goes and buys, we don't often get the list of names and phone numbers and addresses and everything so that we can continue to market to those people over time, unless we collect that stuff on the front end, right? So building a list is critically important. And yes, I know I'm prospecting, especially in the direct sales, we're taught to build a list and we collect names of people everywhere we go. But you want to have that list digitized, right? How do you build a list? You find a way to give value. That's how you build a list, right? When you guys text mastermind to 314-866-4053, I'm actively building a list. I'm building an SMS list, a text messaging list. That is not a number that goes to my personal cell phone. That goes into my SMS database that comes with the Black Biz Success app. That's why if you're not building your websites on a Black Biz Success app so you can get a phone number like this, you're missing out. So I'm building a list. What am I doing? I'm offering free training and resources in our community in exchange for your phone number, right? We got to find a way to give value, give a free report, give a free consultation, solve a problem for your ideal customer and client, right? There's another saying in our industry, the best way to prove to someone that you can help them is to actually help them. So when you join our mastermind for free, I'm literally going to help you before I ask you to buy something from me. I'm going to give you something that's going to help you in your business. One of the things that we give all of our members is 30 days of free social media content, memes, stories, ebooks, articles, infographics, courses. That's free just for becoming a part of the community, right? I'm doing all of that. Why? So I can get your name, email address, and phone number so I can build a relationship, make you feel felt, so that when we make this connection, I'm going to then use my technology to make you an offer. That's how the games go. That's how the game goes, right? So I know we only got to number one on the list, but we're going to move a little bit quicker beyond number one. But right now, we got to get into 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. If you guys are liking what you're hearing, if you're learning something today, drop a one in the comment, man. It makes me feel good to know that you guys are getting something out of what we're putting out for you guys today. So let's get into 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. That's where we play a short motivational video. You comment your takeaway. I'm going to comment my takeaway today. And for the next few days, we got some Tony Robbins queued up. So this is 1 minute motivation on the Cortez Hustle Show.
Everybody experiences extreme stress at some point in their life. I don't care who we are. Something happens outside our control and it hits our life and it knocks us on our tail. It might be a health stress. It could be something with your family. It could be economic, career. It could be something emotional that happens, biochemical. There's so many things. It could be an environmental situation that had nothing to do with you. Every one of us in our lifetime are experiencing extreme stress. And these days, because of the economy and the way we respond to it, the majority of people are experiencing some form of extreme stress, at least according to polls. Stress doesn't come from the facts. Stress comes from the meaning that we give the facts. Yes, those things have happened. But the real question is, if we fight what's happened, we got a problem. We got to decide, what are we going to do with what's happened in our life? How are we going to take this? How are we going to mold this? How are we going to turn our life around? Because when you come up with a new meaning, you get a new life. So what are we going to do in this session? Well, in this session, we're going to take a look at something from a different perspective. We're going to ask you this question. What is the single force that controls the quality of your life? If there was one gift our Creator has given us, or the universe, whatever you believe, what is it? What is the one power that you have right now in this moment that can change everything? You have it, I have it, we all have it. It's this one singular individual power that can change anything in our life, regardless of what's happened to us. And I know you know the answer. The answer is the power of choice.
Ooh-wee. Man, I don't know about y'all, man, but that fires me up. Ramona, welcome to the stream this morning. Drop the name of your business and or your brand. And if you don't have a business or a brand, then drop the name of the business or the brand you aspire to have, right? This is all about positive energy. Choice, man. Choice. We all got decisions to make, right? But before he got to that, he said, stress does not come from the facts. Stress comes from the meaning we give to the facts, right? There's a saying that goes, perception is reality. And it's so true. How you perceive the world to be is how it is to you. Now, it doesn't mean that's how it is for me, but however you see the world, that's how the world is in your eyes. If you see the world as mostly negative, then the world is mostly negative to you. Why? Because everywhere you turn, you're going to look to find validation of what you already believe. I think the world is mostly positive. I think the world is mostly good. I think everybody is on the up and up. I have an optimistic outlook of the world. And as a result, that's the world that I live in, right? Stress doesn't come from the facts. Stress comes from the meaning we give to the facts. It's not what has happened to you, is what you are doing with what has happened to you that is important, right? You choose the meaning you give the facts. You have a slight bump in the road, you have a slight stumble, you can choose that this bump in the road means the end of me, or you can choose that this little bump in the road, this little micro failure is just what it is. It's a lesson that I'm going to extract some meaning from. I'm going to apply what I learned to the next step. Big Group says, wow, yeah, man. It's the meaning we give these things, right? And then on top of that, my good friend Hassani X says, trauma is drama rehearsed. So we'll give a negative meaning to a fact that has happened in our lives, and then we will rehearse that drama until it becomes trauma. So, like me not hitting my goal of signing somebody in business yesterday, I could literally uh, look at that and say over and over, oh man, you missed the mark, then you're a failure, you're a failure, you're a failure. So that little drama where I didn't hit my goal yesterday, if I rehearse it, it becomes trauma. And then the meaning that I gave to that fact now becomes stress in my life. And I'm literally killing myself because y'all know all disease comes from stress, right? So that is, I'm right there with you, Big Rube. He says, we become what we think about. We become what we think about. I am right there with you, Big Rube. Um, so that is 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by the Black Bear Success Mastermind. I know y'all tired of hearing about it. Well, y'all gonna keep getting tired of hearing about it because we're building something special over here, and I want all of y'all to be a part of it. My mission is clearly defined now in a way that it has never been before. Cortez, why are you here? I'm here to help Black people become the #1 employers of Black people in the next 2 generations. And you do that by focusing on business development and entrepreneurship education. That's why I'm here. That is the purpose that I've been put on this earth. And we're doing it through the Black Biz Success Mastermind. It's 100% free. All you got to do is text Mastermind to 314-866-4053. You get hundreds of dollars of free training and resources every single week just by being a part of the community, including our Black Biz Success Spotlight coming up this Saturday morning, 9 a.m. We're going to be highlighting some of the Black businesses in our mastermind in front of our entire network of nearly 150,000 people. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're building the community that we want to see versus just talking about it. So we're talking about how do you build your online presence. Number one was start building an email list, ladies and gentlemen, today, like now, so that you can have people to market to, right? So the power in building an email list is that you have people who have literally raised their hand and said that they are interested in a particular thing. So the people who are texting Mastermind to 314-866-4053, I know that they are either aspiring to start a business, they already have a Black business and they're trying to grow it, or they want to support or network with other Black-owned businesses. Now that I know I have a group of people and I know those 3 things about them, I know exactly how to serve them. And it aligns with my core product, which is the Black Biz Success app, right? So when you are building an email list, you can literally use, for lack of a better word, the right bait to attract the right people. I'm trying to attract Black entrepreneurs into this community. So what do I know that Black entrepreneurs need help with? They need help getting online. They need help with their personal branding. They need help with product development, with pricing. They need help mastering social media. So I offer all of that stuff in our community. So number one, if you want to increase your online presence, build an email list. Because then from that email list, I can email my entire list. I can send a text message to my entire list and say, hey, a new episode of the Cortez Hustle Show just dropped. And we talked about 16 ways to build an online presence, and leave a link for them to go check it out. Now I can stay in front of my audience, giving them massive value and building a relationship, because we're all in the relation. We all have a relationship company, a media company, and a tech company, in addition to whatever it is that we sell. Number 2 on the list, master search engine optimization, also known as SEO. With algorithms changing every day, search engine optimization is one of the best tactics to build your online presence. The first step to showing up online when people are searching is to master SEO. SEO can be divided into two categories: on-site SEO and off-site SEO. So what that simply means is Google has a billion robots that crawls the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it puts websites and the content on websites in categories like filing cabinets. So when somebody searches for digital marketing company near me, well, if my search engine optimization is done properly, then Google should have already figured out all that I do by its robots crawling my website and including my address, my city, my location. And when somebody types in digital marketing agency near me, I should come up on that first page. Now, I know for a fact right now that I'm not coming up because I ran a report on my own website and it said, bro, you missing a ton of stuff on your website. And I was like, okay, let me get to fixing that. As a matter of fact, let me do this. If you want me to run that report on your website, just drop your website in the comments. I'll run that report on your website for free. So on page and off page, on-site SEO is all about the content on your site. You'll want to use research keywords, include internal and external links and all that kind of stuff. Off-site SEO you'll pay attention to the more technical side of things. For example, you'll want to make sure that your site is set up correctly, has simple URL structuring, and loads quickly, that kind of stuff. I can run a report that will test your site load speed and all of that stuff, man. Just drop your website and I'll do that for you guys for free. Matter of fact, no, don't drop your website in the comments. Inbox me with your website link because this show is streamed on multiple platforms. And if you drop your website, then I have to go find which page you commented on, and that gets a little tedious. So if you just inbox me, I will then do the search on your website. Unless you're watching this replay on YouTube, then you can put it in the comments. Number 3, this is critically important for building your online presence, right? Create value. Create value. Again, the best way to prove that you can help someone is to actually help someone. Is this helping someone today? Like, is what you're learning, what we're going over today, is this helping you? Is this opening your eyes, right? I'm proving that I can help you by helping you. Not saying after you go through my pay gate, then I'm going to help you, right? Overall, your brand or your company's goal is to make money. But before you can make money, you have to create value and be customer centric, right? One of the ways to create value is to provide educational, free content online. Not only is this helpful for your customers, but it'll also improve your online presence. To get started, write out a list of your customers' pain points and motivations. In other words, take a look at your buyer persona. You got to lead with value, ladies and gentlemen. In today's fight for attention, if you're not leading with some sort of value, if you haven't clearly defined your value proposition, what is my value proposition? I help Black entrepreneurs, Black-owned businesses thrive by increasing their digital presence online so that they can attract more of their customers and convert them into, attract more prospects and convert them into customers on autopilot so that they can make more money while working less. It's my value proposition. If you're a Black entrepreneur, you're looking to increase your online presence, attract your ideal prospects, convert them into paying customers on autopilot so you can make more money while working less, then you're my avatar. You are the person that I'm talking to. Once you have clearly defined that, now you can bring to the table the value of your who, what, why, where, and how. Who do you serve? Why do you serve them? How do you do it? How well do you do it? Why do you do it? What do you do? You can answer all of those questions in your content, but it's got to be value-based and customer-centric, right? You got to come with your servant's heart. Your servants, I want to see you win. And I think it's evident that when you guys listen to me, that whether you buy something from me or not, I want to see you win. I think that's quite clear, right? I love for you guys all to be my customers, but maybe you already have a website on a platform that you love, right? Maybe it's too much trouble for you to move your website to the Black Biz Success app. I get that. But if you are Black and an entrepreneur, my mission is to help Black people become the #1 employers of Black people. And how do we do that? By helping them scale their businesses beyond retail, beyond mom and pop shops, into full-fledged institutions that require them to hire more and contract with more Black people. So even if you don't bring your digital assets over to the Black Biz Success app, my mission is still to help you scale your business so you can hire more of our people, period. This is why you got to have a motive beyond money. Because if I was only motivated by money, then I wouldn't be trying to help you if you didn't buy from me, right? But the mission is bigger than the money, right? Number 4, got to be active, y'all. You have got to be active online to have a solid online presence. And one of the biggest places that I see a lack in activity for Black entrepreneurs, and it is a free platform that gives free exposure, free traffic, free leads, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and Black people are not active on it. It's Google My Business. Drop a 2 in the comments if you have your Google My Business profile set up. Drop a 3 if you don't even know what I'm talking about. See, the reason that I'm so committed to this is because we are coming to the end of Web 2.0, the website as we know it now, and we're about to enter the metaverse, website 3.0, Web 3.0. And most of us aren't even on Web 1.0. And we're about to enter the metaverse. And people are still today talking about, Cortez, I don't do the internet. Wait, what? Cortez, I don't do social media. Wait, what? We're about to move into another phase of internet communication, and you still talking about you ain't even on the second phase? One of the main reasons that COVID hurt our business community the most is because our limited online presence. We didn't have an email list so that when the government shut us down, we could have sent an email list and said, hey, y'all can't come to the restaurant, but we are still doing contactless delivery or pickup. We didn't have that. When the government opened back up, those of us that did survive, we didn't have the ability to send a blast email to all of our customers and say, hey, welcome back, 50% off of every entree that you get, just to get our doors open back up. Because we didn't have the online presence. We weren't collecting emails. We weren't building a social media fan page so we can say on Wednesdays, which is typically our slowest day, every Wednesday morning, we put a 25% coupon out there and say, hey, come in and have lunch on us, and we're going to give you 25% off on Wednesday only. That drives revenue. That changes things when you have a solid online presence and you leverage technology. But you got to be active online. Most of us don't even have a Google My Business profile set up. And when people Google you or Google a product or service that you have, 87%, I believe, or something like that, of people base their buying decisions on your reviews. And if you don't even have a Google My Business profile set up, you're not even in position to get reviewed. Now, if you need a free training on Google My Business, how to set it up, I got a free ebook and video course on how to set up your Google My Business profile. Just comment Google My Business and I'll send it to you, right? But you got to be active online. Keep your website up to date. If you do have your Google My Business profile, make sure you keep that up to date. You can post pictures and events and products and sales all on Google My Business, right? Got to be active online and have a solid online presence. Number 5, analyze your results. The beautiful thing about technology on all of these platforms is they record everything that happens on all of these platforms. So I can go and look at my Facebook analytics right now and see how many of you guys are actually tuned in, how many views I got, where you guys are located. I can go and analyze my results. My Google My Business will tell me where these people are clicking on my website from. I can analyze my results. I go into the Black Biz Success Mastermind. I can look at my statistics of my community and see who's actively engaged, who's not. Oh, they're not engaged. Let's go ahead and remove them from the community because they're not here for what we want them to be here for, and that is to be engaging. Right? Gotta analyze your results. That's how you get better. My mentor, Brian Bean, says all the time, you can't measure what you don't track, and you can't grow what you don't measure. Somebody ought to put that in the comments for me. Right? Brian Bean says all the time, you cannot measure what you don't track, and you cannot grow what you do not measure. So if we're trying to grow our online presence, then we have to start tracking our activity on this presence so that we can measure it. And if we're not tracking, we're not measuring. And if we're not measuring, we're not growing. Number 5, analyze your results. And remember, this is coming from a blog post on HubSpot. And I put the link in the comments for you guys to go check it out because I'm not reading everything on the post, right? Number 6 on the list, adopt new forums, right? When new social media or popular websites emerge, be an early adopter. There are many benefits to being an early adopter, right? Some of you guys are already on the Black Biz Success app, and y'all know that I literally gave y'all my big business plan for my solopreneur plan price because you're an early adopter. Some of you guys got on TikTok last year or the year before, and you witnessed explosive growth. And people like me who are slow to the party, late to the party, now I'm struggling to figure that whole thing out. Be an early adopter right now. Don't be an early adopter in a way that is going to distract you from your primary mission. But if you have an opportunity to say, hey, something like TikTok showed up and people are learning how to use it for business, and if you were one of the first to learn how to use it for business and get successful, now you become an authority in how to use TikTok, right? Huge, huge, huge opportunities in being an early adopter. Speaking of TikTok, number 7 on the list is have a social media presence, right? Have a social media presence. Being on social media is a necessity in this day and age. In fact, in 2019, there are now 3.2 billion people on social media globally. So social media is a key tool for reaching your intended audience on whichever platforms they prefer. Having a presence on social media instills trust in your current customers and prospects. Personally, if I see that a company doesn't have a presence on social media, I lose trust and feel unsure if they even exist. You guys realize that's what customers are doing? They are basing your existence and your validity on whether you have a social media presence. Because there are a lot of scams out here where people can put up a fake website and you go and swipe your credit card and nothing ever happens because the website wasn't real. But people are, okay, the website looks good. Let me click their social media button and let me go over to their Facebook page. Let me go over to their LinkedIn page. Let me go to their YouTube channel. Let me go over to their Instagram page and see the activity there. Very few scammers are building out fake websites and fake social media pages and keeping those fake social media pages up to date so that it looks like a real person is managing them with followers and all. You guys see where this is going? How it adds a layer of trust to your business and or your brand. Yeah, this is something serious, y'all. It's not just about being social anymore. Customers are literally looking at your social media profile to see if you're an actual real business. Does your social profile match the actual business name? Is there some congruency there? Right? Powerful, powerful stuff, y'all. So, yes, you should have a Facebook business page, and that should be connected and linked to your website. We make that very easy for you to do on the Black Biz Success app. Yes, you should turn your, if you don't want to create, have your Instagram page, your personal Instagram page as a business Instagram page, that's cool. Create a second Instagram page by your business's name. So you can go to facebook.com/Black Biz Success. You can go to twitter.com/Black Biz Success. You can go to youtube.com/Black Biz Success. And you can go to instagram.com/Black Biz Success Show. And you can even go to linkedin.com/Black Biz Success. Why? Because I'm serious about this brand and I want the congruency to be there. So when people start doing their research, they see that, oh, no, this is a real thing. This is a real movement around a product that I can build my website on. I can have my calendar app connected to. I can have my business phone number connected to it. I can have all of my digital assets in one place. And that's why we have all our social media connected to it. Right? Number 8, make a website. A lot of people are slow to building a website because of social media. Let me help you understand why you need a website and social media. Your website is your permanent residence. Social media is like you going to hang out at the mall. Right? Can you do business at the mall? Absolutely. Right? Can you hang out? Can you meet new customers and clients and prospects at the mall? Absolutely. But what happens when the mall shuts down and you don't have a website? You don't have a permanent presence. If you're using social media, chances are, if that's your only place online, you're not building an email list. I got to get you off of social media onto my website so I can give you something for free and collect your name and email address. I got to get you to text Mastermind to 314-866-4053 so I can collect your phone number, so that if Facebook shuts me down, if YouTube shuts me down, if Instagram shuts me down, I can reach out to most of you guys and say, hey, they shut down my account. I'm now building my business over here, or come to my website, or whatever the case is, right? Don't get it twisted that because you have a social media presence, you shouldn't have your own permanent address on the internet, because that's what it is. It's your own permanent address, where I might have seen Cortez over here hanging out at Facebook. I might have seen him hanging out at YouTube. I might have seen him hanging out over here. And when I went there, he wasn't there. He wasn't active. But I know exactly where I can go find him at, and that is blackbeardsuccess.com. I know his exact address. I know where he lives. If I go to blackbeardsuccess.com, I can find him there. I click on the chat widget at the bottom corner of the website, and I know for a fact, I might message him on Facebook and he might not respond. I might DM him on Instagram and he might not respond. I might leave a comment on YouTube and he might not respond. Let me go right knock on his front door at blackbeardsuccess.com, because I know he's there, because that's where he lives. These are other places that he just hangs out. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense, right? And we got a drag and drop editor. So if you build your assets on a Black Beard Success, I can help you build a website like nothing. It's nothing. We even got some great templates that you can start from. So number 8 is build a website. There's a lot of places, and even if you don't build on a Black Beard Success app, there's Wix, there's Weebly, there's GoDaddy. There's a lot of free places that you can build a website. Squarespace, right? They don't come with all the bells and the whistles, the free business number, the calendar app integrated, all of that stuff, but at least you can have a home, right? So this is part 1 of a 2-part series on the importance of your online presence, why it matters, 16 ways to build your online presence. We went through the first half. The second part of this is actually going to be on Monday, the 20th, because I have 2 dynamic guests coming on tomorrow. I have Still Standing with Miss Arthur Bay. She's written her first novel and is going real well. Some things that transpired in her life. You guys got to check her out. And then on Friday, I have the Identity Architect. We're talking about how to craft your identity, your authentic identity, with Takara Nicole. So you guys stay tuned in. Come back tomorrow for those 2 shows. And then on Monday, the 20th, we will hit you with part 2 of this. So I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Till I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
You're tuned into the Cortez Hustle Show. Please like and subscribe.